Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Appreciate you guys as always for sticking around and showing so much love. Let's take a look at what's happening with Hbar's price right now, and of course what we could be expecting going into Friday morning. So looking across the market right now, we are seeing quite a bit of green across the board. A lot of altcoins, in green, which of course I'm sure no one's really complaining about. As far as Hbar is concerned, it's up 4% right now, with the price currently sitting back above 16 cents to be exact. 16.4 cents as of now. Looking at the Bitcoin comparative side of things, it's up 3.4% in BTC comparative, with the market cap approaching $7 billion and the 24-hour trading volume at 147.5 million. One thing we are clear about is that the 24-hour trading volume is quite low, and what I mean by that is if you're looking at it from quarter four of last year and obviously quarter one, we were seeing a lot of excitement early quarter one of this year, but right now obviously that is not a surprise. That fact that you're not seeing so much retail interest right now, and best way to kind of take a look at it is looking at the 24-hour trading volume as well. It is only at about 147.5 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I'm going to show you guys the dominance index here. If you're looking at the dominance index, we did actually end up going up to 64.1% once again. Just a few hours ago, but you're looking at the dominance once again pulling down, and the fact that dominance is pulling down is also a major reason why you are seeing altcoins up quite a bit. And if you're looking at BTC, I want you guys to take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin actually did end up retesting $85,485 a few hours ago, retesting, the level that we set for ourselves yesterday. But it's still having a little bit of a hard time breaking out of that 86K range. We obviously retested the 86K briefly on the 15th, but never really managed to, break out of there. Obviously, right now, a lot of resistance coming in our way, especially around this 86K mark. Really important for the price of Bitcoin to push out of that. If it's able to do that, I do personally believe we could start heading towards 90K. With that said, let's take a look at what's happening with Hbar right now. Of course, at this point, we know the price of Hbar is above, the key support line we've been discussing on the channel, which again is in the 78.6 fib zone. But let's take a closer look on the hourly time frame and see, what's really going on with the price of Hbar right now. So if you're looking at the price, we are seeing, a upward trajectory. You can see, we did see that bounce from yesterday's, low at this 15.5 cents, and since then we are obviously heading towards the upside. And again, if you want to put this into perspective, we're looking at about a 6% gain over the course of the last 24 hours. But again, a lot of people are continuing, and I see the comments, people are talking about the 61.8 levels, and of course the 0.50, then the 38.2 and the 23.6. As I've said to you guys before, step by step. What's step one? Step one, of course, is to get back into 61.8. How do we get back into 61.8? You break out of these key levels, which we've been retesting over the course of the last few days. So it's very important for the price to break out of this zone before we can even think about those levels. That's something a lot of people don't understand, but I want you guys to start understanding that. Right now, if you're looking at the price of Hbar, as it is trying to head towards the upside, look at this hurdle that's coming in front of our price around the 16.5 cents. This needs to flip into support. If it's able to do that, I personally believe 18 cents could be next on the plate. But obviously right now, dominance is something that you shouldn't really be ignoring, because of course dominance is really high. Obviously, if dominance was sitting at the likes of 60%, we would have been having a complete different conversation, with Bitcoin even sitting at this 84 to 85K range. I do personally believe, we would have been in the 61.8 if the dominance was lower, but of course it isn't, and that is something that we need to be obviously able to accept. But yeah, one step at a time. So far so good. Really important to break out of the key resistance that we are coming up on, and if it's able to break out, I do personally believe 18 cents could be on the table, even with the dominance being this high. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX and